did Tom need his arm twisted? I know you guys are in business together, you and Strahan and Tom Brady, together for Religion of Sports, which you've been on this show to promote before. Did Tom need his arm twisted to do this?
You know, I've known Tom for 5 years, and I've been relentless in terms of what he's been doing for the last 5 years has been historic. So every season, every preseason, every postseason, I've been like, Tom, we really got to do this. Tom, we got to keep doing this. And he's very polite, you know him, and he always say no. But this past offseason, a year ago, he said, hey, G, you know, maybe we should I'm turning 40. No one thinks I can come back, or nobody thinks I can do what I do at 40. I want to show them I can. And so that sort of became the genesis. But looking back, I'm also, you know, last season, the prior season, with the way the season started, the suspension, his mom being sick off the field, the way the Super Bowl, the historic comeback, I think all of those things were like, yeah, maybe I should be capturing this. And so in the end, it was kind of his decision.
Well, it's also, you know, I know the way I am with my kids. And that sometimes when your kids start to get older, you want to record things for posterity. You want to make sure it's down for them to go see later on, right?
Yeah.
But then again, when you're Tom Brady and you're opening up your world with your children to a camera crew, even though you might be friends with somebody you call G, I'll call you Gotham. And also you have a very famous wife.
The other G is what I call it.
The other G. Yeah. I like that. So I'm wondering, did he go through that process with you, walking through about what you could shoot, what you couldn't shoot, even though we trusted you?
We did. Over time, it changed. I mean, and, you know, I think what you said earlier, like his oldest son, Jack, is 10 years old. And Jack's sort of at that transition point where he's not just, I have a 10-year-old. You see it. It's not just a little kid anymore. It's like a young adult almost, like very aware. And Jack spent a lot of time with Tom over the offseason traveling to Asia. And I was there for that. And so it just sort of like evolved like this relationship, even just between me and Jack and Tom and everybody, you know, and everybody just got more and more comfortable with it. And it's just when you're trying to do something honest, and if you have kids, the kids are the most important thing in your life. So like, how do you not have them a part of it? And so look, ultimately it was like, how do we just make sure we're very respectful in the edit room and nothing ever went out that Tom didn't see? I mean, this is I'm his partner, not like some guy from the outside world coming to document his life. So obviously you can't control then how people respond to it. And there was certainly some of that, you know, once it was out there, which I felt kind of bad about, honestly. But Tom and Giselle have lived in a fishbowl for a long time. And so nothing particularly surprised them. I think maybe in some ways I might have taken it, you know, more personally than they did. You know, they're parents, so they feel protective, but they also get it and know where they are and who they are. And so, you know, they got over it pretty quick.
What didn't make it in the Tom Brady final cut in Tom versus Time? Like, can you give me an example?
If you've seen, there's an episode where we're like in Montana playing, like just hanging out during the off season with Julian Edelman and Danny Amendola and stuff. There was a lot of swearing. There was a lot of gambling in that, you know, it was definitely, Tom called it gladiator camp.
Okay.
But, you know, Tom Brady's version of gladiator camp is like waking up at 5 a.m, making protein shakes, getting out to the practice field. There's a lot of swearing. And when he watched the first cut, he's like, gee, there's a lot of swearing. Do I swear that much? I'm like, you swear a lot, bro. But we cut down, you know, a significant amount of swearing. Yes.
Well, I mean, that was Brockman, Chris Brockman over there was my +1 for the NFL honors. You know where I'm going with this, right?
I do.
Okay. So when Brady won the MVP award and Edelman got up there and accepted, I don't know if you know where I'm going with this too.
Knowing Jules.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. He got up there and he said, Tom wanted me to say LFG. I don't know what that means, LFG. And he leaves the stage. You start laughing, Brockman.
I start laughing. I know what it means.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the F stands for something that's unmentionable right now, and it's let's go.
That's right.
Like Edelman's like, I don't know what it means.
LFG.
You knew what it meant. You knew exactly what it meant.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if that made the final cut of the NFL
the TV
honors
show.
Yeah.
Because I tweeted that out, and somebody's like, I didn't see that, so I don't know.
There's a lot of bleeps in Tom versus Time. Yes. We had to bleep it out.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.